Tourists aren't the only ones who trek to D.C. for the inauguration. Thousands of journalists also descend on the city.
I think we had one of the best assignments because we were out on the mall with a wireless camera, and all we were tasked to do was just talk to people and meet people who had taken long journeys. And so I think it was great. We loved it.
HD television really gets you inside in a way that we didn't have 8 years ago. Social media with Twitter and Facebook that allows you to share the thoughts that people you're following are friends or interesting individuals. It's come a long way from those grainy pictures of John Kennedy taking the oath of office.
There's so much going on. There's nothing like covering the parade route or taking the swearing in on the Capitol steps. I mean, all of those things just fill you with awe that you're in the United States of America.
These journalists are also preparing to cover the issues of President Obama's second term.
The unknown will inevitably become an issue, but beyond that is what he said. I think guns is going to get his immediate attention because he wants to do that as quickly as he can. Immigration, where I think he has the best chance of getting a lot of what he wants because the Republicans want that off the table.
I think the first big push we're going to see is comprehensive immigration reform. People I've talked to on the Hill have been told this by the White House. There was a New York Times article earlier this week about it, but I think that's what we're going to see is a big, let's do this, let's do comprehensive immigration reform.
Second terms are just not quite as exciting, the inauguration part, as first terms, because in the first term, for any president, new president, you've got high expectations, there are big promises being made, there's a sense of change. In a second term, you tend to focus on what went right and what went wrong in the first term, and expectations are lower.
It's a validation for him personally, it's a validation for him politically, but a lot of the problems of the first term carry over to the second. So while there's promise, as there always is at any inaugural, a celebration of our democracy, taxes and spending, debts and deficits, gun control, immigration, a Republican House and a Democratic president.
From Washington, Dustin Wlodkowski, WEBN, Boston.